in many ways, we've been saving the best for last today. Of course, we've been talking a lot about international affairs. That's what we tend to do over the summer when it comes to the British political process. But I am really delighted to say that we can offer a heavyweight of world affairs today. Mikhail Kasyanov is the former Prime Minister of Russia. He served from the year 2000 to 2004. Mikhail, thank you so much for joining us this morning. First of all, I know that you are someone who knew Vladimir Putin well. You have obviously not been aligned with Vladimir Putin for many, many years. Do you fear for your own life?
Oh, that is the question absolutely easy to answer. For many years, I feel fear. And just last year, when Putin started this criminal war against Ukraine, my criticism appeared to be as a criminal case. And that's why I had to escape, as many my collaborators and as many other Russians who are not supporting Mr. Putin, who condemned just this Putin's so-called special operation, but it's full-scale war against sovereign country. Of course, we all have this fear.
When was the last time you stepped foot in Russia?
As I mentioned, I left Russia last March after beginning of the war, full-scale war against Ukraine, and I am living just outside Russia for this year and a half.
It is fascinating because there are very few comparisons that one could draw between you and Prigozhin, and I wouldn't dream of saying that you're anything like Prigozhin, apart from perhaps in one respect, that Vladimir Putin does not like you, and he did not like Prigozhin. Why would Prigozhin have taken a flight over the territory of Russia when clearly any neutral observer would think he was a man that Putin wanted dead?
There is a huge difference, and there is no comparison, huge difference between me and Prigozhin. It's strange that you compare this. It's not comparable at all. I was, of course, in different views, and that's why we didn't work with Putin long, only just the first 4 years. And our vision of the future appeared to be different. I worked for my country to build up a democratic state as a European part or with the same values. Putin, as appeared to be, wanted to bring Russia back to Soviet Union. And just what he is doing right now, just creating the same fear among all in the world, so that to respect Russia only because of its existence, because of Russia can create danger. Prigozhin is close confidant of Mr. Putin forever. And his mutiny was not against Putin, not to change Putin. It was against, he wanted to press Putin so that Putin press officials to provide Prigozhin with money, with arms, and just with the legal status. Till now, Wagner Group is not legal in Russia. In Russia, there is no piece of legislation which could legalize such organizations like Wagner Group. That's why Prigozhin always was a criminal and continued to be a criminal till the end. And his, I would say, pressure on Putin was not forgivable by Putin. It was clear for me since the first day of this mutiny that Prigozhin will not live long. I didn't expect, of course, that he would be killed in such a demonstrative way as Putin did. But definitely that was an inevitable end.
Does Vladimir Putin seem weaker now? And if that is the case, is it more likely that Russia will go down a more authoritarian path? Or is there a chance that your vision of Russia, a more liberal, a more democratic, a more open society, is that a possibility for Russia?
It is a possibility to see Russia, in my vision, as democratic and prosperous country, but not now. Coming back to your first part of your question, after this Prigozhin's mutiny, Putin is weaker, and he looks, and he's being seen as weaker. And Putin understands this. That's why he tries to somehow to aggravate just some kind of support in the regions. He's traveling, although before he didn't traveling to the regions, hugging people and trying to be nice and just to demonstrate for the whole country that he is supported. And right now, of course, the people in so-called ruling elite, they live in an atmosphere of total fear. Because just this demonstrative killing of Prigozhin, that is a signal to all of them. If they will try to escape, the Putin will do same with them. Either using Novichok or simple killing or just aircraft tragedy, whatever method that could be chosen. It doesn't matter much. But that Putin believes that is strengthening his rule. But I see he creating risks for his system. And in fact, we're all waiting success of Ukrainian counter-offensive operation. Although right now there is no, I would say, the great success, but sooner or later that will happen. And sooner or later, Ukrainian army would achieve the decisive advantage on the battlefield. And in this case, Putin will be weaker much quicker and deeper.
Well, Mikhail Kasyanov, I'm going to have to leave it there. Thank you so much for talking to us.